Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Cook with Brooke, the cooking show that doesn't have any food. This show is all about what's happening at the Air Force Enlisted Village and what's cooking within our community. So today we have a great lineup for you. We have a couple of guest speakers that are going to be on. We're going to have Terry Best Rennahan, who is the Hawthorn House Administrator. And we're going to have Opal Tibbitts come on. So she will come in and she'll tell us a little bit about some resident programs that we have going on. But I want to just take a moment and compliment you and say thank you for the incredible work that you are doing to help us keep COVID out of our community. We have done such a good job of being careful and being cautious. People are wearing masks, they're washing their hands. When they're not feeling well, they're not coming out of their units, which is wonderful. All the right things. And without patting ourselves too much on the back, I just want to tell you that it's working. We don't have anybody that's sick from the staff side or from the resident side, which is phenomenal when you think about the number of people that we have out here, approaching 600 people that interact out here on a daily basis. So thank you for doing that. We really appreciate your level of commitment to try to make sure that our community stays safe. And we continue to stay committed to you, both from the resident standpoint of being healthy and providing activities and services to you, but then also from our staff standpoint, when they go home, they're being cautious, they're being careful. I know personally, I have been offered many opportunities to go to different places, but every time that I'm invited to go to a location, I think about, is it going to be in an enclosed area? Is it going to be with a crowded space of people? And is there going to be a lot of close contact? And if the answer to those questions are not the right answers, then I don't go because I know how serious this is. And the last thing we need to do is to inadvertently expose somebody or to compromise the hard work that we have done out here. So thank you very much for all of your hard work. Very proud of our community. And by the way, please tell your friends about how well we're doing too. I think it's a testimony to the strength of our community that we're doing out. So we're going to have a menu rundown from Knife's Edge in just a second, but I thought we got to have jokes. And what better jokes to have going into a menu than food jokes? So the question is, what do you call a pig that does karate? A pork chop. All right, or what do you call fake spaghetti? An impasta. Okay, so you had to get through that. I apologize for those. Again, if you have better jokes, send them to us. Otherwise, you're stuck with the ones that I picked. We are going to now go over to Knife's Edge. We're going to hear what's on the menu for the week coming up. Thank you very much for paying attention, and we'll be right back after this break.
Hello everyone, this is Kim from Knife's Edge Cafe, and I am here to tell you the specials for the week of August 31st. On Monday, we'll have chicken Florentine with mashed potatoes and vegetable, and our soup will be cream of mushroom. On Tuesday, with pierogies and kielbasa with braised cabbage and French onion soup. Don't miss the pierogies. On Wednesday, we have a sloppy joe with tater tots and coleslaw, and our soup is tomato Florentine. On Thursday, we have our famous taco salad. You can get chicken or beef, and our soup is Brunswick stew. On Friday, we'll have pork tenderloin with a baked potato and a vegetable, and our soup will be black bean. Hope you all come and see us. Don't forget, we're open from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and we'll see you soon.
Welcome back. The menu sounds fantastic. I tell you, having Carrie and her team over there at Knife's Edge on campus is just such a great benefit for us. So now I have a great honor of introducing the administrator for the Hawthorn House, Chief Master Sergeant Retired, Terry Best Rennahan. And you have been the administrator for the Hawthorn House for like 4 days, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about you, and you've been working with us for a while now, and you've just moved up to be the administrator, but tell us a little bit about your background. I already gave away that you were a Chief Master Sergeant, so tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you. So my name is Terry Best Rennahan. I've been in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force for 30 years. I worked in the medical field. I was a medic and superintendent and working with the nursing Board of Air Force Nursing. So I've been at Hawthorn House for about a year. I was the Director of Health and Wellness and able to understand what an ALF is. Being active duty is not something that we deal with. And so it's a great opportunity to enter into the ALF world. It's an amazing facility, kind of like Opal was saying, that it is a great environment with our residents. And I think having myself be a retired military spouse and my mother, who is also a retired military spouse, I think that it really helped me connect with the residents and understand where my mom is in life and where my residents are in life. So it's been a great year. I'm excited for the new challenge and ready for that next step.
That's neat. So your mom was military also?
Yes, my father is Senior Master Sergeant retired, Willie Best. He passed away 2 years ago, and so well, we love him very much. But my mom is, I am able to understand where my residents are, where our residents are with my mom. And so my mom had a health scare, so she's actually living with me at this time. So I'm able to kind of have a retired or a military spouse in-house and at home.
Well, that's neat, and I think that I think your story resonates with a lot of people, because most people don't think about the level of care that's needed, especially in assisted living, until something happens. There's a health incident, or there's a fall, or there's something that takes place, and at that point you're very reactionary. And so you are in the position, you were able to bring your mom back, and which is a wonderful thing. But not everybody's in that position, and so pre-planning is so important, and to be able to make those moves before you are actually in that crisis mode when you really need to find a solution quickly. So
absolutely,
that's great. And of course, the COVID has impacted everything that we've done over there, and we have been working on a program that is sponsored by the Agency for Healthcare Administration by the state of Florida that tests all the staff members at the Hawthorn House. Can you explain to us a little bit about that?
Yes, so we test every 2 weeks every staff member within Hawthorn House and any staff or agency that would come in contact with our residents. And so we do that every 2 weeks. And so I think that we have, the testing is easy, it's simple, the staff members do not mind, and we're able to actually get the results within about 2 days. And so it's pretty pretty quick, and we're able to then, based on those results, make decisions with the Department of Health guiding us in each step on what we need to do and what actions we might have to take.
Right. I think it's important, you mentioned that the people that potentially could come in contact with the residents at the Hawthorn House. So that could include like a home health worker or a babysitter or an adult day sitter that comes in, correct?
Absolutely. It also includes the drivers that we have when we're taking our residents to appointments, and like you said, a sitter or home health that would be coming in. I think it's critical, and while it might not be mandatory at all times, we felt that the safety of our residents is paramount, and so we wanted to make sure we tested anyone who had the possibility of interacting with our residents.
Yeah, and your team has just done a fantastic job over there, between the food service that's there, the health and wellness that's there, the activities. I mean, you have a phenomenal team over there, and we're just so happy that you're there and leading us. And if you can, if you wanted to pass on any kind of closing comments, I mean, some of the people have not met you because you've been so immersed in the facility over there.
Right.
So. Any closing comments for us?
Well, if you ever have the opportunity, once COVID is over, just come visit us at Hawthorn House. I think it's at a phenomenal facility. We have great, mentioned activities, and while right now during COVID we can't have visitors, we do have patio visits with our residents, and we also have FaceTime with our residents and family, and we're able to set that up. So I think those are some great opportunities. And like you said, being able to get outside of Hawthorn House a little bit more, but again, I love it inside there, so it's great.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We will have you back on later on, maybe a couple months down the road, and you can kind of give us an update on what your thinking is and the way forward and some of the ideas, because I know every great leader gets an opportunity to come in and to put their own stamp on things. And so we look forward to you putting your own stamp on the Hawthorn House.
As well. Thank you.
Welcome back. Hopefully our August birthday people were glad to see their names up there. We're certainly glad to be able to celebrate with them. And now we have the great honor of having Miss Opal Tibbitts join us today. She is the Director of Admissions for Bob Hope Village, and she is going to tell us a little bit about how long she's been working here, and then a little bit about what she tells residents as they move in, and then talk about an exciting new program that we have coming up, which is our resident referral program. So, Opal, you've been working here a long time.
I have. I've been working here 33 years. January 5th, it will be 34 years, but who's counting?
34 years. So Opal started working here when she was about 5. So she's been working here a long time and just done an incredible job. I'm sure that everyone that lives in Bob Hope Village came through Opal's office.
Yes,
Coming through here and coming into the community. But tell us a little bit about, because some of the people may have forgotten or they don't remember what that process is like, but tell us a little bit about how you talk to potential residents, what the process is when they come into the community, and some of the things that you highlight to them.
Well, the way the process starts is when we have visitors, I sit down and I talk with the visitors. I ask them to tell me a little bit about themselves and where they're from. And then I talk about the community, how beautiful it is. We have 125 acres. This campus is absolutely beautiful, one of the most beautiful I've ever seen. And we talk about all the amenities that we provide. We provide a long list of amenities. We have security at night and on the weekend. We have, of course, we have the groundkeepers. We have maintenance that takes care of all your problems that you have in the apartment. We have health and wellness. We have state-of-the-art exercise equipment. We have just a long list of amenities that we provide to our residents. And residents tell me living here is like being on a permanent vacation. They enjoy it so much. We currently have 415 apartments on campus. We just finished the construction of Village 6, and we have 63 apartments there. We have 96 apartments in Village 5, and we have 256 apartments in 1 through 4. 1 through 4 are the first apartments that we built, and then we built Village 5 and then Village 6. And of course we have the Hawthorn House, the most beautiful assisted living I've ever seen or been in.
I agree. So you talked a little bit about security, and one of the things that has changed as a result of COVID is that now we have security that's on 24/7.
Yes,
and I think initially when the virus was first becoming an issue for people in the United States in early March and maybe part of April, I think a lot of people were scared of coming in contact with large groups of people, in particular seniors. But I think now what we're seeing is that people are actually viewing campuses like ours as protected, almost like a bubble.
Yes.
Are you finding that's true? Are people
Yes.
concerned about COVID and how it's impacting?
They are very concerned about it. And in the beginning, I think they were so concerned that they really were concerned about moving to our community. But now they're more receptive to it because of what we do provide, and the like you said, the 24/7 staffing for the guard and those type things. We're keeping them safe and secure by keeping it closed unless they can have visitors now, but the visitors just have to call in advance and sign up to come into the community.
Right. And I think, as I mentioned earlier on, I think our community's done a fantastic job of being responsible and taking the right precautions and really protecting our staff members, our neighbors, our fellow residents, so we're glad for that. So the new program that's coming up, and you can't read this button right here, but it says a $500 bonus for a referral. Tell me how I get $500.
Okay, I'm happy to announce the way you're going to get the $500. I'm sure most of you know that residents and word of mouth is our very best source of advertisement. So what we're going to do, most of you have already received your cards. This is what the cards look like. What we're going to ask you to do is, if you have a friend that you think would like to move here, or anyone you know that would like to move here, we're going to ask you to complete this card with your friend's name and address and their telephone number. The telephone number is very important. And complete this card. This is your card with your name and telephone number on it. And what we will do is we will send this card to your friend, and we will give them a call and tell them about the referral program. So if your friend decides to move here, we will give them a $500 discount off of their community fee. And then after they've signed a lease and they've lived here for a month, we will give you, because you referred them, we will give you $500 off of your service fee.
Wow, that's impressive. So the key is that the residents need to help us,
Yes,
right?
they-
So this
they
is
do.
not just find somebody's name that you remember
No.
from being stationed with before and sending their information from their address book over, but to actually
Yeah.
talk with people and share the experiences of the enlisted
Exactly.
village.
And this is something that all of you residents are used to doing. I know you are, because many times we have visitors from the BX, the commissary. They've seen you at the BX, the commissary. They've met you at the mall or wherever you've been. You've told them about us, and you come out to visit. So your referral will come out and visit us. So I know you're accustomed to doing that, and so we want to reward you with it, with $500 if your referral signs the lease.
Wow, that's a fantastic program. Thank you for shedding some light on that and for telling us a little bit more about what you explain to people as they come in. I think some of our residents live here for a while and they just take for granted what a phenomenal community it is, and the amenities that we have and the services, and that it's not like renting an apartment in the middle of town. You are in a protected environment here,
Yes.
to where you're surrounded by people that have same backgrounds, same values, and so it's very important to make that distinction. So thank you for doing that for us. Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for being on Cook with Brooke. And we'll be right back after this short break. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for watching another episode of Cook with Brooke. It's been a pleasure spending a little bit of time with you today. We had an opportunity to speak with Terry Best Rennahan, the Hawthorn House Administrator, and then we also had a great pleasure of talking with Opal. Opal is always a treat to have an opportunity to talk with her and to hear what's on her mind. So next week we're going to have a bit of a theme. We're going to have activities and health and wellness highlighted on the show, and that's going to be able to explain to people exactly what's been going on out here. Many people think that there's absolutely nothing happening or nothing going on out here, and of course that's not the case. We've been very active. We've been doing all different types of activities, and there's different exercise programs that are going on, so we will highlight that next week. And you may have been thinking during this show, you're thinking, you know, I thought Brooke said he was going to get a haircut. Well, today is the day. I'm heading over to Peanuts Barbershop to go get my haircut. That's the place to go if you want to get a good haircut. I want to just brag real quickly about our community. For the second year in a row, the Air Force Enlisted Village has won the Leading Age Florida Excellence in Collaboration Award. That award is given to communities that demonstrate the ability to work within the community and to be able to integrate with people from outside, both on the governmental side and then volunteers, and of course in our case a lot of it goes to the Air Force bases. So that's a huge award, 2 years in a row for us. We're very, very happy. I'm sure we could win again next year. I'm not sure if they're going to let us win it 3 years in a row. They might start to eliminate us for that, but I'll tell you, even if we don't end up winning next year, I know that we set the standard for being in a community, reaching out, helping, and taking care of our neighbors, both inside the fence line here at the Air Force Enlisted Village, and then also within the local area. So thanks again for watching another episode of Cook with Brooke. We'll see you next time. God bless you all. Be safe. Remember to take care of each other and stay healthy.